say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the UMass Minutemen, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. About to kick it away and get this season started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So UMass offense will go on the attack first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Back to throw, it's Black. Shoots it to the left. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. All right, guys, let's take a minute and think about UMass. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
So Boston College's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low, and so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31. Guys, let's talk about Boston College for a minute. You start the season, top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
And the Golden Eagles have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quick strike complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Let's take an overall view of Boston College. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back, gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And it's been a rough start for this defense. They've given up too many yards, a 3rd down right there, but a good chance to bow your neck now, to make a statement. 1st and goal, we got to be fit.
Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Let's talk for just a second about UMass. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put the...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. UMass will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A low-line drive and not his best work. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Takes the easy one to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Golden Eagles are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Now the play fake. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Boston College will send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Leaves it with the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. That's the end of the quarter, and Boston College has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. UMass hoping that big run will give them some momentum. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down. Gets rid of it. Finds his tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Here's the pressure. Finds his man. It's good. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. UMass will line up to punt it away. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Swings it out to his running back. At midfield, he's got room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. He built this offense around finding mismatches and just getting the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Boston College wants to play fast.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Rides the back on the option to give. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Golden Eagles are facing third and inches. Quick release by the QB. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Boston College!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw. It's Black. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to...
There he goes! Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Here comes the heat. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Got it in the middle. It's Moore. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but...
And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go, you on the sideline, you in the game.
Boston College will try to get it in on a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this...
Touchdown, Eagles! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. On the ground, it's Court. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
Second half just about to get started, and UMass will kick it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, and that's where his offense will go to work. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking to throw on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Golden Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. It's complete on the right side. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quick completion on the out route. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Golden Eagles have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Oh, they're after him. Sets up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Makes the catch. Turns it on in midfield. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. This Boston College offense has it working. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Takes the easy completion. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Runs through a tackle. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 1st and goal now. Let's see what Boston College calls. Wants to go up top. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Washington State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Pullman behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to Kent State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off play action. Looking left. It's caught. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. The give. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They send the tight end in motion. Back to pass, it's Black. That's caught. It's Elliott. Caught, and he's close to a first down. A nice pickup there. We've reached the break. Boston College has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. He'll sneak it. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
UMass just kept it on the ground to move the sticks, and they might rely on that offensive line again. It's caught. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. All right, guys, let's take a minute and think about UMass. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Butler just turned up the hot seat. Man, they got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. It's complete to the left. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Dropping back, it's Hairston. He's going to run it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. The give to the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Bringing the heat. Oh, he's got some room headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UMass.
And this offense finally gets something together and gets on the scoreboard. It's not over yet, but this is a good sign, man. They got the positive momentum. See if they can build on this, even though we're in the fourth quarter.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on that.
BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give to the single back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He might want another play. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he showed you the arm talent on the throw.
They'll immediately call timeout. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Golden Eagles back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The give on the option. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boston College! And they finish it off with a touchdown and seal up this game.
Yeah, this might be what you call garbage time, and it might not really matter because you know the game's out of reach, but I like it. Keep executing, keep finding some more plays. Hey, maybe you find a play later on down the season you might come back to and say, hey, this actually worked in this situation.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Good concentration to get that squibber inside the 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Handoff to the single running back. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground. Sweet cut there. Breaks the tackle. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.